I think in the near term, it's short-sighted. I think maybe longer term, it's a bullet you don't need to use today.
Okay.
I mean, the stock has been a monster. Go back over 5 years, it's up over 500%. The S&P's up 72%. And I also think that a lot of Amazon's pixie dust sprinkles on AWS. It adds a little magic to it, an allure, and it's helped the business. So I just think longer term might make sense. Near term, bad idea.
What about the idea that it just makes Apple bigger and bigger, reaches that $1 trillion market cap, and potentially has a target on its back from the likes of certain folks in Washington, D.C. when it comes to regulation?
Well, you know, look at the market share numbers. You know, what are you going to say? A company has less than 1% of global retail and call it a monopoly? It'd be pretty ridiculous, right?
Fair enough. All right, well, let's switch gears a little bit to Apple. Larry Kudlow saying that Tim Cook really liked the idea of tax cuts. He's said that before. I bet he probably doesn't like the idea of tariffs. They sent a letter on September 5th to the U.S. Trade Representative outlining some products that would be hit by the tariffs. iPhone wasn't one of them. Why not?
Well, I think, you know, Tim Cook had spoken with Donald Trump earlier in the year, and I think they came to agreement that the iPhone wouldn't have an issue. And I think, so you saw things like Mac Mini or Apple Watch or AirPods, accessories that make up 5-7% of revenue were the ones that came through with the tariffs. So I think they tried to protect the iPhone is my answer.
You've raised your price target on Apple to $300. Why? What do you see here? Are services the real key to unlocking the value going higher?
I mean, so you know, last week's event, we had 3 new iPhones and we had an Apple Watch. What I see is all the services that this really unlocks, right? So whether it's machine learning, whether it's augmented reality, new games, you know, that's really what all these devices do. So when you see this A12 Bionic chip, you know, you see a new chip, I see all these services that can unlock, and they showed that at the event.
Brian, when it comes to Apple, it really is about the data, but they've also have a privacy premium, some people say, because yes, Apple has been so tight about consumer protection and protecting that data. Does Apple have a premium built in, or should it have that premium given its business structure?
I think it's starting to. I don't think we're there yet. You know, I look at Apple as the Robert Jordan of tech. And so when you take a look at all these companies out there that have been selling your data without you knowing it, here's a company that fought the FBI,
right,
went head to head with the FBI over your data. And so I think that will really help the brand, especially when you try to get into the home, you try to get into the car. They're going to be so embedded in your life. If you don't trust that tech company, you're not going to buy their products.